strap over the screen though?
No, because it's obviously the lens.
Okay,
yeah,
right.
so we should be okay. I like this. It's been a while.
It has
October
been a
Red
while.
boxing with the lovely
Yeah, it has been a while.
Spencer Oliver.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been too long. You know what it is? We keep like passing in the night, don't we?
Like ships.
Ships. That's the one. Yeah.
Ships passing in the night. There's so much to catch up on.
Yes.
I think the correct place to start is this card. Talk to us about it and what you believe the fight of the night will be.
What do I believe will be the fight of the night? You know, it's a good card. It's a good card, and it's all about, for me, Adam Azim. Fight of the night, by the way, will be Anthony Sims versus Zach Chelli, and I'll get to that bit in a minute. But I think the night is all about Adam Azim, obviously. Santos Reyes is a tough guy, 12-0, one no contest, 3 KO, South American, flat-footed, likes to have a fight, comes, throws loads of punches, stylistically made for Adam Azim, who's, you know, I liken to a young Nazim Hamed, a young Amir Khan, where I say he's got that star quality. And I think we found that out last November when you go back to Ali Pali against Ryland Charlton. I think that was a great yardstick for me to say, how good is this kid? And the way that he dealt with Charlton, I went, he's the real deal. And I think this is good international experience for him. And I think it's a great opportunity for him to showcase his skills on a Saturday fight night. And I think that what they're doing is they're trying to prepare him for the bigger nights, because that's where I see him going. He's talking about European titles this year. You know, we're talking about a kid that's had 7 fights. He's talking about European titles. He's talking about world titles before he's 22. Do I believe he can do that? Yeah, I think it's going to be harder to hold him back as opposed to letting him go. I think if you're good enough, you're old enough. And I think he's lives, eats, sleeps the sport. And he looks at it and he looks at all the Americans like Javante Davis and Ryan Garcia, and he thinks, I can do that. I'm there. I'm in that. I'm part of that gang. And that's where I see him going. You know, the kid, he lives for the sport, and I just think he's the real deal.
You mentioned about kind of like a fighter that maybe you have to hold him back. What do you think it's like? You're the experienced fighter.
Yeah.
What do you think it's like to matchmake for somebody like him?
Do you know what? I tell you, I said to him, do you know what? I said, he was talking about winning European titles. I won a European title in my 11th fight. Do you know that? So I think I may hold the record for that. I think Nazim Hamed won it in 12 fights. So what I'm saying is, to win a European title that quick is not easy to do. And I'm looking at this kid and I'm going, and my trainer always said that to me. He said, listen, Luke, if you're good enough, you're old enough. I was 21 at the time. And I just looked at it and I just went, yeah, I can see him doing that. I think that, you know, I was holding my own with people of that time. You know, I made 4 defences and I was boxing kids that were number 2, number 3 in the world. And I'm looking at Adam, I go, yeah, he's got that quality about him. You know, I think that, you know, it's not about, oh, he's only 20, hold him back, he's only had 7 fights. If you can fight, you can fight. Superstars are not just made, they're born. Do you know what I mean? And I think that he's like that. If you look at him, the way that he performs in the ring, you think there's a cocky arrogance about him because of the way that he boxes and flashy. You get him outside the ring and you go, he's an infectious kid, just a lovely, grounded, infectious kid. And I think that's what makes him special. He's not like Nazim Hamed delivered in the ring and out the ring. He was an arrogant little fucker, do you know what I mean? Whereas him, he's got it out the ring, people go, I really like this kid. Something really warming about him, you know? And in the ring he delivers. So, yeah, I think he's got star quality.
We talk about that star quality, and we see a lot of star quality coming out of the gym. We've also got Caroline Dubois, a fighter that I've backed from the beginning. I absolutely love her style, her character, you know, her little cheekiness that she brings out on camera. Talk to us about Caroline.
Butter wouldn't melt, would it? You see her outside the ring and butter really wouldn't melt. She's got this sweet innocence about her. She gets through the ropes and wow. The red mist comes down, man, and she delivers. Look at her last opponent. Can't remember the girl's name, but she went in there. The girl was brought over to give her rounds, was meant to be a tough opponent, and she blew her away in 60 seconds. I'm with you. I think that Caroline Dubois, women's boxing has evolved so much. It was a monumental night last year when we had Clarissa Seals, Savannah Marshall, and all the girls boxing on the undercard, and you just looked at that and you go, Caroline Dubois is going to be one of the superstars of women's boxing. She really is, because she wants it, and success breeds success. She's in and around that gym. She looks at those girls. I interviewed her earlier actually, and she was saying to me, do you know what? I was looking at Clarissa Shields and I was looking at Savannah going, that's me. That's going to be me. I wasn't happy being down the card, and you know, like, so I get it, and I go, you know what, she's one of them girls that, like Adam, I think that she's going to be, you know, a big name in the sport, a superstar of the sport, you know.
We got Videl Riley fighting one of the fighters that was on the Super Series, the cruiserweight.
Yeah.
And is it Anise?
Anise Char. No, Char.
Okay, because I am terrible with names. So talk to us about that fight and how Sky Sports Boxer are building Videl.
Yeah, Videl's, it's all about the development stage of him as well, like the cruiserweight division at the moment. By the way, Socoli just signed up with Boxer.
Oh, we're gonna get into that.
So, Boxer really have the cruiserweight division sewn up at the moment, you know. They've got everyone. They've got Crispin Smith, Richard Riakporhe, you know. It's a sexy division at the moment. And Videl Riley is a kid that's coming through that sees himself competing with these guys. And I believe that he will. And this is just part of his development stage, you know. This is a good opponent. He's tough. We saw him in the boxing series. He lost a split decision to Rick Reeves, I think it was.
Yeah, Ricky Reeves.
That's not bad. See that? It's there. It's there. So
I'm glad you can remember.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a tough guy and he's going to bring it. And then if you bring it to Videl, it's a potential of getting knocked out, because Videl is not only got a good boxing IQ, but he's very heavy-handed as well. So this is a good fight for him at this stage.
I really would describe Videl as kind of like a banana skin when he pushes up, when he goes up through the ranks of pro boxing. I think he's literally could be one of these. That's a banana skin for the top boys.
I totally agree, you know, and it's such a, like I say, it's such a hot division at the moment. It's going to be interesting to see where he fits in with that, but I think we'll see that over the next 12 months in his development, and if they step him up right, and you know, management do a good job with him, and the promoters build him right, then he's in a good place, and I think that we could see his name up there as well.
We talk about Tyler Denny versus Brad Pauls, a fight that Tyler Denny almost predicted during his last fight when he won to Brad Ray. Talk to us about that fight.
Great fight. Tyler Denny's seasoned. He's tough. He's a tough campaigner, you know. He's been there, seen it, done it, been to that dark place in the ring, bit down on his gum shield. You know, he's tasted defeat, didn't like it. He's come back and he's in a really good place at the moment. Picked up a title last time out. And, yeah, Brad Pauls is a kid that's 16-0, 9 KOs, not boxed at that level. This is his coming-of-age fight. So you've got a seasoned campaigner against a kid that we think can fight, but has never boxed that sort of level. So it's the known against the unknown. Interesting. Who knows what will happen?
A fight that I'm really interested in, and I'm trying not to be biased with this, but it's got to be Anthony Sims versus Zach Chelli. I spoke to Anthony earlier. Apparently, Zach Chelli and his dad rocked up to the hotel room and tried to, I don't know, the mind games, the intimidation. Yeah.
Didn't he knock on his room as well, or something?
Yeah, he went to his room.
Yeah, so went to his room and done saying, but that's what Zach Chelli's father does. Like he was talking about in the interview, he said, it's like your dad wants to fight me more than you. Because his dad gets so emotionally involved in it, maybe a little bit too much at times, but take nothing away from Zach, who's, you know, oozes confidence, and he's always trying to push the barriers and step up more and more.
100%.
And Anthony Sims, if people that don't know Anthony Sims Jr., he can fight. He's 24 fights, 23 wins, 20 KOs. Cousin of Floyd Mayweather Jr. He is. He's Floyd's cousin.
Didn't know that.
I know you didn't. And he's Floyd's cousin. Hence the movement. He's light on his feet.
Yeah.
If you check him out on YouTube, he goes like roller skating. Have you seen all that?
Yeah.
Unbelievable mover, but a phenomenal puncher. It's a tough fight for Zach Chelli, that. It's a tough fight, that. It's a tough fight. Chelli may have bitten off more than he can chew in that one. Sims Jr. is a proven campaigner. And don't read too much into his loss, where he lost on a split decision against a very tough guy who had a phenomenal knockout ratio as well. And he bit down and he gum shield, and it was a close fight. And he was going through the change of trainers then. Things weren't quite right. So Sims Jr. for me, I think it's all about opportunity, and he's going to take this one on Saturday night.
We can't wait for it, but I cannot not have this conversation and talk to you about Lawrence Socoli. Lawrence Socoli, a world champion, a cruiserweight, a British world champion cruiserweight, recently posted that he's training with Sugar Hill, and I went, wow, now we have a problem. Great move, and coming over to Boxer as well, you know. Talk to me about that. Because it was literally, it was a bit like whispers. We can't talk about this legal.
Today. Okay. It's announced today at 2 o'clock. So
Oh, wow.
You're one of the first. You're one of the first. So, yeah, this is an exclusive. Lawrence Socoli is now with Boxer. Like you say, teamed up with Sugar Hill. Boxer have got great cruiserweights out there. You know, Richard Riakporhe, what a fight that would be with Lawrence Socoli. Billum Smith, Lawrence Socoli. Come on, I want to see these
From
fights.
the same stable.
The same stable. They're all from the same.
Originally, not
stable.
now, but yeah.
Yeah, but I'll say they're all there now. So yeah, it's fights that can be made. So exciting times for the cruiserweights. But yeah, good to see Lawrence is getting on with his career again and getting back in the ring again, and teaming up with Sugar Hill was genius.
I love it. Because it just makes everything that much exciting. Because as you know, a lot of the brain, the brain behind the boxer, not only includes the boxer, it includes the trainer.
Sure.
And Sugar Hill, as we know, the Crunk style, his uncle. This is like royal blood of boxing trainers.
He's proven. He's proven. You know, you don't need to say no more. You know, we've seen what he's done. You know, with previous fighters, we've seen what he's done with Tyson Fury is a great example.
Absolutely.
He's proven. He knows his shit. Ben Whittaker. You know, he was under the watchful eye of his, uncle Manny Stewart, and he knows his stuff. So, yeah. Just watching Gareth just walking past there with Raz's.
Gareth is probably one of the most funny but out there people I think I've ever met in journalism.
I just look at him and I think, I wonder if like the 80s and early 90s had an effect on him maybe. I don't know if he lived any sort of lifestyle, but who knows?
Let's not go into that. I'm not going to talk about people's hard drives on here. No.
No, we love Gareth, but yeah, he's on his own, and he's one of a kind. He'll be the last one to leave, by the way. He'll mop up every interview he can.
Fair play to him. Listen, one of the things that I wanted to ask about is obviously we've got Lawrence Socoli. It's official. He's signed with Boxer. Congratulations to him, even though he's aired my messages.
Yeah.
I know it's probably because I've obviously shown favouritism to Richard Riakporhe, but I am open to speak to all fighters.
Listen, now they're in the same camp. It's going to be easy, you know. How's he going to get away from you?
We'll see. Because hopefully I'll be there March the 25th.
Well, you're just there anyway, aren't you? You're just always there. You're just like...
What, like a wasp?
Just like...
A gnat fly?
Like... You know, like...
A bad smell?
No, it's all good. It's all good, but you're just like there.
There.
Does that make sense? If you're not there, then... It's not happening, is it? It's like... It's incomplete.
Am I the
you're
final...
part of the furniture in boxing now.
Am I like a piece of your boxing puzzle?
A piece of my boxing furniture.
But you can't sit on me. Anyway.
Yeah, move on.
So.
Yeah.
Yes, Lawrence Socoli. Another fighter that there's a bit of grey area on, and I don't know what's going on, is Joshua Bawatzi. We've heard that he's a free agent. Now I'm going to put it out there. Since you guys are on the hunt, is Joshua Bawatzi, why are you looking at what you need to look, no. What is Joshua Buatsi somebody that you guys are considering?
I wouldn't know.
The safe option.
I'd be interested to see what happens with Buatsi though, because I think he should have been a superstar by now, and for one reason or another he's not.
Well, why do you think he's not though?
I don't know. I just don't think he's maybe been marketed the right way, because he can fight Buatsi. He's a beautiful person.
Absolutely.
We're ticking all the boxes. You're ticking all the boxes, so why wouldn't you be? I think he should be a world champion by now, if I'm totally honest. That's my opinion on it. I think he's got, I've said for many years that Buatsi was the best talent that we've had come out of this country for some time, and yeah, it's just all gone a little bit quiet for him. So yeah, let's see what the next month or two brings.
We do like this, and on that note, is there anything else that you want to add before we say goodbye to each other?
I'm sort of pretty happy there, and then we can pick it up again on Saturday night.
We certainly can. I'll chase you around the arena as I usually do.
Absolutely, and you will get what you need.
Will I get what I want?
Who knows?
October Red Boxing with the lovely Spencer Oliver. Until the next time, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, and thank you for watching October Red Boxing. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. You can also find us on Instagram at October Red Boxing and on Twitter, October Red UK. And remember, at October Red, we stay ready.